Hey guys, what's up? Sowerz here. Yes, I am finally back with another commentary. You can stop tweeting me now. Um, but yeah, I know that we haven't really been uploading too much of recent, and I'm really sorry for that. But you know, there was a period with my team where about a 2 to 3 week period where my team wasn't on much. That kind of resulted as trying to make a team change, and most of you will know about that now. Most teams did make team changes. The team we're playing right now, TCM, in this gameplay, also made a team change. And yeah, I thought I'd put this gameplay in the background. Pretty decent comeback from us. We were quite a bit down at the halfway point. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that in the background while I ramble on a bit. But yeah, I mean, obviously for us, there's been team changes and every other team, like I say. I'll kind of cover that in a bit. And like I say, in terms of the lack of content, hopefully that will change. I'm looking to now upload a lot more. I've got a few ideas from some of you. I did tweet out asking for ideas content-wise and things. I've started to do quick clips. Which is going to be just a mixture of different things, like clips from my stream, clips where I might do a good flag run or objective play, and I'll kind of break it down. Just anything that's going to be like a 1 to 2 minute video, which you guys might find entertaining or helpful. I think it's something that will help kind of bring more content to the channel. Obviously, I'll continue these commentaries, topical kind of debates. If you guys want me to talk about certain subjects, then I'm happy to do that. And obviously, live commentaries. I'm really going to try and pump them out a bit more, get some live comms up for you guys. I do stream a lot, so some of you might have seen the gameplays that I might upload, but a lot of people will find them helpful, and a lot of people usually want to see that kind of content. So yeah, hopefully this is kind of a new beginning for me on YouTube, and hopefully I can kind of keep getting the content pumped out now that my new team is active. So yeah, we basically picked up Vapes about 2 weeks ago from Curse, and obviously McGee we've gone separate ways with him. I don't want to go into too much as to what happened, but basically, in short, for us to be an active team without issues in and out of game, we felt it was the best move for us to part ways with McGee. McGee's a really good player, he's a nice guy, and I wish him the best of luck. But just the way that things went down, it was for us four to stick together as a team, it wouldn't really have worked, especially for Gfinity coming up. So for me, and for the team, I think it was the best move that we did make a change. And picking up Vapes was, a pretty simple option for us. And since we picked him up, we have been playing quite a bit. We've had a good solid weeks of practice worth now. We're starting to see a bit more improvements. But we've just been really, really inconsistent. Anybody who watches my stream, a lot of people will have been watching. And you'll see that, one night, we had a good couple of nights where we barely dropped any maps, and then we'd come on another night and we'd just be all over the place. And I think it's just down to the fact that we have been changing the roles a lot as a team, but now we've started to stick to certain roles in terms of who's our anchor and stuff. And so people kind of have just been getting confused in games, and in general, one night we come on and we don't switch on, and then the next night, everyone's kind of pumped. But I think a really, telling sign for us is the MLG Pro Scrims we played against Killerfish, where it was on stream and we knew, there's kind of something on the line in terms of reputation. And everybody was just, kind of pumped for it. Our hardpoint was really strong. I think our hardpoint is probably our best game type, our most consistent game type. There's maybe Hijack's probably one of those maps we always seem to struggle on, but the other maps we seem to be pretty solid on. Our communication's really good. We seem to kind of have a good idea of what we're doing. But it's CTF and S&D we're kind of struggling on. I think S&D we just kind of take it a bit too we don't take it serious enough sometimes. We kind of just rush things a bit, and CTF we're just in general we've just got a complete lack of structure, and I kind of wanted to touch on something to do with this team that I think a lot of people don't understand, and they think they do understand, so they find the need to start tweeting about our team when they don't have a clue what they're talking about, which is quite flattering, because to know that other top players out there care so much about our team is obviously we're doing something right. But I don't have the time for that personally. I just like to focus on my own team. And what I like about this team is that me, Vapes and Lucky, we've known each other for years. On Xbox Live we're all good mates, and what that brings to a team is that allows us as players to kind of say things to each other which you couldn't say in a normal team. Usually any player would be in a team where you're not always with your best, the best people that you get on with. But with me, Vapes, Jim and Pasco as well, we're all really good mates. So we can say things to each other which the next day, we won't hold a grudge on. Whereas in some teams I've been in the past, like, you can't say certain things because you don't know those players as well. Yeah, your teammates, but you might not be the, the absolute best buddies. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that people don't get on in their teams. I'm just saying that with this team, Vips and Jim are usually the people that I'm usually playing with, even when I'm not in scrims. So I think teaming with people that you really do get on with out of game is absolutely massive, because it allows you to actually talk about things. And even though it might cause a bit of disruption in game sometimes, the next day people don't hold grudges, and that's what I like about this team. We can kind of be a lot more direct about things, and people just in our team understand that we just all want to win, and that's what it's all about. And then that's what people don't understand, I think, about this team, is that people see us talking about things like we do, and it's not like any other team that people will be used to seeing. And so people have kind of found the need to kind of talk about it, and as if they know what they're on about, when clearly they don't. And I know I won't go into that too much, but I've said maybe on that that's what I like about this team, is the fact that we can actually say things to each other, and then we're not going to take it the wrong way the next day. I think that's a really important factor in any team. Saying that, we've still got a lot of issues in terms of what we're doing as a team. We still need a lot of organising, but we've shown the signs that we can be really strong. I mean, like I said, we did play a few nights where we were really consistent, and then it's just we come on after a 2-day break or something, and we're just completely all over the place again. So I think we've shown the signs we can be a really strong team. We just need to get that consistency. I think once we get that there, we'll be a lot more happy as a team, and a lot more consistent. But just in general, I mean, for us, going forward, we've got UNiTE coming up in a few weeks' time. I recently went to do an interview for them in London. Really nice bunch of guys. I had a great time down there meeting them. From what they have planned for the scene, there's a lot of things to look forward to. I have tweeted about it quite a bit, saying that people need to get excited. And if you kind of look at UNiTE as another project like the ones we've seen in the past, it's not like that. This is a project where it has proper backing from big names that we all know. You can look on the website and see who they are, and it's something that I really can say that you should get excited about. I've got full confidence in the guys from meeting them. There's a really big crew there at UNiTE. A lot of them are doing it for a living right now, so that just shows how serious it is already. And I'm really excited for the first event. There's so many big names coming to it. Big hosts, big kind of names in the esports community. So there's a lot to look forward to for the top teams that are going to that event. Other than that, obviously EGL, nobody has a clue what's going on there. There's still a prize money to people in my team. Myself from EGL 9 still, which was a few months ago, so I'll let them off on that. But I think they owe money from EGL 7 as well, and events that are about a year ago now. So it's starting to raise questions once again, and I think hopefully EGL do announce something soon, and hopefully it's not in Blackpool. I think that's one of the things that isn't helping, is that a lot of events seem to be in Blackpool, and the actual location of the venue is absolutely massive in terms of how it looks to the rest of the world, really. American teams aren't going to come over to a Blackpool event. It's just that simple. I won't go into that too much, but yeah, to me, I think that it needs to be outside of Blackpool. It needs to be in a big city, and yes, it costs more money for them probably, but in general, when they're holding events in Blackpool, to everybody else it just looks like, okay, this is an event where they just want to make a bit of money. And at the end of the day, EGL is a business, and we don't know the business behind it. Maybe they're struggling, maybe they're not, I don't know. The fact that they haven't paid the prize money out is a big problem, because in terms of the image of EGL, it's definitely going down. People are kind of losing a lot of respect for them as a company, even though they have done a lot for the scene, and the people behind the scenes probably are working really hard. And without EGL, we wouldn't be in the place we are, because at one point EGL was all we had as a scene. So, in a lot of ways, we do owe a lot of thanks to them, and I think we kind of do owe the right to stick by them. But in saying that, if I was running an event, I wouldn't be announcing prize money, unless I've paid out the previous event, because they owe prize money from, the last 3 events, and I'm pretty much expecting them to announce another 10k prize pool. Now, to me, you can't go around just announcing prize pools when you haven't paid out, the past 3 events. It just doesn't make sense to me. And it's just, I don't know what their thinking is behind that. I don't know where the money's coming from or what, but it seems to me like they're promising money they don't have. They shouldn't be announcing money, in my opinion, that they don't have. But, hey, I don't know the full story behind it, but I'm going that there, guys. Anyway, that's the kind of bit of a wrap-up on our team and what we've got coming for the future. some really good events to look forward to, and I'm really pleased with how the team's going. We just need to get more consistent and kind of learn each other's games a bit more. But in general, like I said, this is a really unique team for all of us on the team. To actually team with people that you get on really well with out of game is definitely a massive factor in the way we're kind of trying to improve as a team. And yeah, I'm going to end that there, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm definitely going to be uploading a lot more. If you guys could drop this a like, I would really appreciate that. I'll probably be live streaming today as well on the upload date of this video. I will see you next time, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.